Look, we got some news to discuss involving Coach Prime Deion Sanders. He comes out and claps back at the critics, that have come out, against Shedeur and Colorado. Everybody seems to have something to say. It's very unfortunate at the end of the day, but Shedeur Sanders couldn't just allow these guys to run around and talk bad about his father's name. We discussed some of this. They came out and said that Deion was destroying guys' confidence, and Shedeur fired right back. And he said that he didn't even remember who Smith was. And he said that bro had to be very mid at best, insinuating that basically this guy Xavier Smith was just average. I mean, he didn't say he was garbage or trash. He said bro was very mid at best. So, I know that we these young men, so I don't know if that was a polite undertone. And then, Deion came out and let it be known. He put out a tweet under it. He said, "Lord have mercy." Pardon me, Lord Jesus. That's what it was. When they started talking about the players' stats and things like that. And then he came out and said that Shedeur will be a top 5 pick. And he said to a person online, "Where's your son going?" He said, "LOL, I have time today." So he is very aggravated at what's going on about his son, Colorado, and Deion is about to come out the woodworks. I got Phonics in the house with me. Phonics, what's your thoughts on this situation with Coach Prime, Shedeur, Colorado? There's big news going on in Colorado land.
Well, Deion is being very classless. You know what I'm saying? Number one, your son is a public figure and he's an athlete. So he's not free from criticism. And yeah, you his father, but you are a head coach of a Division I college. You're not supposed to be commenting on any of that. You know what I'm saying? Will he go number 5? Probably so. I mean, it's a lot of nepotism in sports nowadays with kids and their sons. LeBron James and his son. We know he's going to get in the NBA. You know, whether he deserves it or not, that's up for debate. Shedeur Sanders, he's a good football player. He's a good quarterback. 5, yeah, I can see that. But let's see how that plays out when he gets in the NFL. But for Deion to be going back at random fans, that's classless, man. Worry about your organization. And yo, let me get this out here too. Deion and Shedeur, stop saying all these players that come out, they're just average players, whatever. Y'all went 4-8 last season. You were the quarterback. You had Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying? You have your son on defense. Why were you 4-8? Stop talking about all these other guys that now they're just average guys or they didn't make the cut. You know what I'm saying? Well, yo, what do you want? You want professional football players, Deion? Is that what you want? Well, you can't get that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is very messed up that you're downing these guys, you know what I'm saying, after they left, and they're just being honest with their experience there. And these are not the first time I've heard these kind of accusations against Deion, how he doesn't talk to certain players, how he doesn't have this to say, he doesn't have that to say. That's very wrong. You know what I'm saying? You're the head coach. You're supposed to have some type of relationship with all the players. No, it's not going to be the same as you know what I'm saying, your skill players and your playmakers. However, you're supposed to be friendly and open to everybody. These are still kids at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that from Deion, and I don't respect that. You know what I'm saying? I've heard this before with him. Go ahead.
No, I understand where you're coming from. So do you think it's some kind of, I mean, what do you think was going on with him and Shedeur? Like I said, obviously his father and son, but you might have people that come out and feel like all of this is about your son or this, that, and third. What do you think about critics like that?
I mean, I've heard that, but I've just also heard in a recent interview with Deion and Shador on All the Smoke that he said that no, his kids is going up in the pros and he's staying in college. That's what his lane is. His lane is not the pros. Now I understand he wants the best situation for his son, but I also have a problem with you using your influence to get that. Let the talent speak for that. You know what I'm saying? So for example, you know what I'm saying, in next year's draft, let's say Jacksonville got the first pick. Oh, because you don't like Jacksonville, you don't want your son to go there. Now we've seen this many years ago with my quarterback Eli Manning. Archie Manning them stepped in and was saying very subtle, like, my son's not going to play for San Diego. You know what I'm saying? He's not playing there. And the Giants, Phillip Rivers went there, and he had a great career. And we know what Eli did in New York: 2 Super Bowls, 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Only dude to beat the GOAT, Tom Brady, twice. You know what I'm saying? But I think he should just let things play out. I think he's just doing too much talking, and he's a head coach of a major program. You got spring games, you got all kinds of stuff going on. You need to focus on your program. You know what I'm saying? I understand those are your children, but he's also a head coach of a college football program. Let the process play out, man.
Right.
Shador's gonna go ahead.
What you about to say about Shedeur?
No, I just said he's gonna get picked high. But go ahead.
How much pressure is on Colorado, Deion? As you can see, all of this talk and chirping headed into this, big time season, coming off of pretty much a disappointing year, even though they did do better than they done in ages. How much pressure is on them to be a threat this year?
Too much, too much, and the talking is the reason. Because if you actually stop talking and just focus on the program, it wouldn't be much to say. But it's too much talking, and you're talking to your sons in the NFL, but they still have one more year of eligibility and one more. You know what I'm saying? One more year they're gonna play at Colorado. You need to focus on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless of how good they are and they're your sons, they're still going to be judged if they have a poor season, and they're still going to get drafted high. But they're going to be highly judged, and people are going to throw all kind of accusations out there, like, "Well, did he pull strings for this? Because Shador, he only has such and such touchdown." I like Shador. I think he's a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I think he can play at the pro level, but I just don't like the influence by the parent. I think that's a little too much, and I think Deion needs to fall back. He has other kids to coach. Why are you just focused on your son and this other guy that you inherited, your son Travis Hunter? What about everybody else? That's what these players that who transferred are saying. He doesn't care anything about them. He's only focused on his sons, and that's it. And that's wrong.
Right. Basically, you throwing Travis in there as one of his sons too, because he
Mm-hmm.
basically
Mm-hmm.
adopted him, right? They
Mm-hmm.
call him his son.
Mm-hmm. He's in there.
I seen that in the tweet. I mean, in the message he sent him, he said, "I love you, son," and this, that, and the third. So basically,
Mm-hmm.
that's that kind of relationship. And we all know he's staring Travis. They all gonna get picked high, all of them. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's key. He's protecting Shedeur. Do you see an electrifying, year from Shedeur? Because he's saying he want to be the first quarterback taken in the draft. There's no Williams. Bo Nix is going. Is the debt cleared, this year for Shedeur to annihilate college football?
If he does, but I don't think it matters, bro. I think he's still going to be a top pick. I mean, look at this year. I don't believe in any of the quarterback picks that was picked up in the beginning. None of them. I don't believe in Caleb Williams, any of them. So, yeah, it's his to lose. He probably will be the first pick in the NFL draft. If he has a quality season this year, you know what I'm saying? They make it to a bowl game, he'll probably be the number one pick in the draft, man.
Yeah, and we're
Yep.
gonna be here to document it all. So it's very important and paramount for you to hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button. You already know what it is. It's Flight Sports TV. Shout out Coach Prime, Deion